Welcome back to the Paradise Garage YouTube channel, guys. So on today's video, we're going to start assembly of the 1974 Bultaco Alpina. Still got a few parts to get cleaned up and stuff, but we can start throwing the motor in and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to get into. I hope you guys enjoy. Next on the to-do list here is get these motor mount bolts cleaned up. Probably just going to take a wire wheel to them and just run them down the buffer real quick. All right, I got these cleaned up on the wire wheel. Now I'm just gonna make a quick pass on the buffing wheel, and these should be all set for the motor. All right, got the bolts polished up, so now we can go ahead and slap the motor in the frame, start tightening it down.
Two hours later.
All right, so we got the motor in the frame now. So those bolts, they look really good against the frame and the aluminum. So I really wanted to get the shocks and front forks on the bike today, but I mean, in all honesty, these shocks are pretty smoked. I mean, there's really no cleaning these up, unfortunately. So I'm probably gonna have to source some rear shocks for this thing, or I might have something I can throw on it, but I don't know if I have the right size lengthwise. These are 13.5-inch shocks, so I need something at least a 13 on there. I gotta grab a couple washers for the motor mounts just because the ones that were on there are a little bit too rusty for me. I don't want to throw them back on the way they are. So before I bolt down the motor, I gotta run to the hardware store and grab some washers and stuff. But for the meantime, I'm gonna start throwing together the front end. I've already went ahead and polished them, polished the triple trees like you saw in the last video, and I already got the bottom bearings sat in there with some grease. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of grease, go in the bearing races, and just put a little on there before I go throw the triple tree in. This is also gonna help for when the ball bearings go back in there. It's gonna help to keep them from falling out everywhere. Kind of like a glue, but obviously not permanent. All right, we got the triple trees on there. I gotta get some more hardware for the pinch bolts here, but before I throw the fork tubes in it, but making a little bit of progress. It's all gonna look pretty good when it's done, that's for sure. So we got the front wheel here, gonna throw the tire on and get the wheels and tires ready to be thrown on the bike. Alright, let's see if we pop this tube or not. It's going to be hard to tell right here because my machine leaks a little bit, but... Well, pop the tube. I knew I wasn't going to get both of them. I got the back one, but wasn't so lucky on the front, so that kind of sucks, but have to get another tube and throw it in. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the fork tubes and lower legs on there now. I got everything cleaned up, polished. I already got new hardware for the triples right here, just because the old ones were a little bit too far gone for me to clean up. All right, got the front end partly assembled here. Got the triple trees and the legs. I'm gonna have to go back and wipe off all my fingerprints and stuff, but it's coming together. So I went ahead and threw the fork brace on there. Got these little cable holders all cleaned up, some fresh hardware on there, fork brace. I just went ahead and scuffed it up and clear coated it. I think it looks better like that, but it's all coming along pretty nicely. All right, guys, she's starting to look like a motorcycle again. Got the wheels on there for now just to help balance the bike out a little bit. Really, there's not much left to do to get those things on there permanently. I just have to clean up these adjusters and also just polish this brake drum right here, and then pretty much wheels would be actually set to go on the bike. Everything looks really good so far. I'm actually really happy with how it's coming out. I got this drum all polished up on this side. And of course we gotta get a tube for the front tire. I popped it, so I'm gonna have to pull that back off eventually anyways, so. But not bad. Not bad at all. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Couple small things left to do to get the wheels on here permanently. I just have to clean the chain adjusters up for the back, and also I have to polish this front brake drum and clean up the brake lever and stuff for it down there. But it's getting there, guys. We're pretty close. Sorry for the lapse in time between videos. Just kind of hard to get dedicated to this all the time, but we're making progress on it, and it's really starting to come out pretty nice.